work? Nice. Ah, hoi hoi hoi. Can everyone hear me? Hopefully they can. Well, anyway. Hello and welcome to FRL F4 Season 3 for pre-season France. As you can see, not a lot of drivers joining right now, but just decided to start the stream a bit early. So yeah, hopefully we get, I think we're expecting around 12, 14, or 13 drivers to join. So if they all join, that would be decent, obviously get some decent numbers, understand drivers' pace, and hopefully have a decent race where maybe Brookie can win, maybe JB can win, maybe O'Steven can win, who knows. It'd be nice to see someone who doesn't usually win, at least win in pre-season. So excited to see how it's all going to be. But yeah, we'll just wait very slowly for the drivers to trickle in. Sep is also going to join. F3 is going to be streamed by Mr. T-Hawk himself, so hope you'll enjoy that. So yeah, 2 solo commentaries tonight, so obviously Mr. Parrot cannot commentate, and Yuri, and who's the other F3 commentator? Yuri and Pelly obviously isn't a commentator anymore, so it's just Yuri. So Yuri and Flex can't commentate tonight, that is why. We are having 2 solo commentaries, but nonetheless going to be interesting to see how everyone gets along. Obviously next week there will be the first round of the championship, which will be very exciting, and the teams and teammates are going to be decided as well this week, which will be quite fun to see which team everyone chooses. I think there's plenty of nice looking liveries, but I know for sure at least some guys in F4 like O'Steven will for sure choose Ferrari. So yeah, it'll be interesting this week to see what happens in terms of teammate choices as well. Constructors could be decided, but yeah, we're just waiting for everyone to join right now. I've been F4 looks like still a few people just getting in the last minutes of practice, sorry. But yeah, going to be interesting. In terms of the F4 grid, which we will be seeing this season, for now, it's not confirmed, but it's all but confirmed. But Sep's belt is one of the F4 drivers. Highlander, Louis Yu, Cameron Barber, Gisty 67, Umanoid, Paul's Got Balls, Taj Loose, Lewis, Senna, O'Steven, Your Idea, Michael Van Doyne, Janzu, Cryptic, Hamilton, Jan, Rackler, Mr. Merckx, Mertena, JB, Jesse, and Little Brookie. I think out of all those drivers from pre-season, we've learned that Michael Van Doyne and SVD Rackler are definitely going to go right back up to F3. Maybe a few guys might from F3 go down to F4, but yeah, a lot of drivers on this game seem to be paced around F3, probably myself included, but I shouldn't say that. But yeah, so F4 looking maybe slightly undernumbered, if that's a word, but nonetheless, going to be a good championship. Obviously, hopefully we'll be seeing some drivers who don't usually fight for podiums and wins and even points be right up there, but just Jesse saying Yuri's a cringe commentator. Well, you don't have to suffer with him tonight, at least. I have to wait till next Monday. But nonetheless, 7 drivers now in. Attendance, very good. Indeed, it is Your Idea. As Lewis KRFC joins, that's quite nice. But yeah, early stream. Just gonna. Oh, there's 8 drivers joined now, so this is quite good. Expecting 5 more. But yeah. Do you know what? Let's look at. I have the F4 spreadsheet from season 1, so, or even last season. But interestingly enough, O'Steven's still here. Very easy to talk about O'Steven for hours on end because he's just so well known in F1, being here such a while. Obviously, every FRL F4 season, he's been in it, which is kind of understandable, but at the same time, sometimes O'Steven shows a bit of pace. He did win a race in GHR, which wasn't FRL. I mean, you could technically count it, but Stephen Rossi hasn't won, I think, in about 3 years. So I'm not sure if preseason counts. I would count it personally, but on the stats it won't count. So Stephen will be trying to win a race in this preseason as Rackler and Michael Van Dorn joined, making it 10 drivers. So hopefully we really don't get any DNFs. It'd be nice if the drivers, when they do spin, they don't just rage quit. So try not to spin, ideally. But yeah, hopefully we keep as many drivers in the race as possible. Otherwise, we could be left commentating on 3 drivers. But everyone's pouring in now. I don't think F3's got a stream up yet. But all the drivers just choosing their teams right now. Yeah. We should have 3 more drivers, but as usual, people will not join. But is Highlander here? Highlander's here. Who are we missing? JB, Brookie, Mike Van yep. Hamilton, McCann, and Senna have not joined. I think Senna's getting his PS Plus, and Hamilton McCann is goodness knows what he's doing. But yeah, it'll be interesting to hopefully see maybe Stephen on a podium. Surprisingly, I don't think many people realise, but last season he actually didn't get a podium at all on Forest standards in F4. Not the best. In his first season of F4, Stephen obviously received 2 podiums, first and second. And then in the second season, the first FRL F4 season, he received 3 podiums, where VIP GTA Gaming obviously went on, and now he's F3. And then last season, obviously got no podium, so he'll be wanting to try and gain a bit of momentum in this pre-season, hopefully. But just as we wait for, ideally, Hamilton and Senna to join, and maybe one more, because we are expecting 13, so who's the one left? Louis Yu, probably. That would be my guess. No, it's Paul, but Paul's pulled out because he's going to the doctors, I think, or ill. I can't remember which one. So we are going to have only 12 drivers. Senna's fixing his PS Plus. So, as expected, sadly, with all the amount of people on holiday or doing this, that, and the other, is it going to be 10 drivers? Either way, we will hopefully start on time. And maybe see Stephen fight for a podium, maybe see little Brookie or JB up there, father and son, of course. Umnoid, I don't think, well, he hasn't got a podium ever in FRL, so it'd be nice to see him up there. But it all depends. If no one crashes out, then Rackland, Mike Van Dam will probably dominate, but if they don't, then it'll be a bit of a surprise, but it's probably because they'll be spinning, but yes, as a lot of JSR guys from yesterday humiliating my spin. But today is obviously F3 and F1, and if you do want to see me spin probably tomorrow, it will be on FRL Live again. And just checking our subscribers, if you do want to subscribe, don't mind that. We're 170 subscribers away from myself and everyone actually getting paid, because after 1,000 subs you can get advertisements, which obviously means you can make a bit of money, which is quite nice, but not strictly necessary. As F3 has gone live, there's no formation lap, no safety car, no damage, and dry weather, so please be aware of that. And it doesn't look like, I mean, Senna doesn't seem to be joining. Yeah, he doesn't have enough money, so we'll be starting. So, F4 is go, 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 with 10 drivers. Not great numbers, but a lot are on holiday. But yeah, we'll try and... This is the last race of pre-season, so I can understand the numbers being fairly low. But, obviously, after this, we're into the full season, where you can officially lead the championship. You can officially get your first podium, get your first win, maybe even win a championship. But yeah, everyone's ready up. Going to go into qualifying. Looking at the history of F4, just a quick fact: we've had an American who's won F4, we've had a Dutchman who's won F4, an Italian man, and who knows? Maybe it will be a different nationality, which means it could be a Brit, which would mean it would be Humanoid, Brookie, Lewis KOFC, O'Steve, and Little Brookie, and just one of those 5 also drivers who are all probably going to stay in F4, so that would be an interesting champion to have. Materna's typing. Rackler's not very happy with attendance. Horrendous. But we make it stick. We don't want noobs to watch F4 goats. Let's look at F3 as well, as we're just loading in. I'll raise my chair slightly and have a look at F3. How many drivers does F3 have? Oh, they have 14 drivers. What lucky guys. But who knows? You never know. An F4 driver could be going faster than an F3 driver. So maybe we'll be having some great battles out here. As the graphics are up and everything looks to be glitch free so far, but I know from doing a bit of practice with Rackler yesterday, he's pretty quick. Definitely not F4 pace, so I'm sure he's going to be right up there, as I think some people are just leaving the garage. I think that's a Williams. Sorry, a Haas car coming out first. So yeah, Brookie going to be probably the first one to set a time in the hard. We'll look at the Constructors' Champions of F4 as Brookie spins. Oh goodness me, this is... I mean, Brookie in Bahrain, I think he came second, which he was very happy about. And then there was a second pre-season in Spain, which I wasn't here for. Neither was Parrot. Don't know why Parrot wasn't there, so we couldn't get it streamed, sadly. So I don't know how everyone did on the last pre-season, so who knows? Who knows where everyone's pace is? But as I was saying, in terms of constructors, as I'm just going to turn down the master volume so I can actually hear myself a little bit better. You can do this if you want to. Nice. Put on 3. The constructors' winners. See who's got the good luck charm on their side. In season 1 of F4, Ferrari won. Of FRL season 1, Williams won, but Ferrari second. And in the season we just had, Ferrari won the championship again. So historically, speaking of FRL F4, Ferrari have won 2 of the 3 championships. And they've got a 100% record of finishing first or second. So maybe the Ferrari, which your idea and Little Brookie's in, could serve them very, very well. Who knows who's O'Steven's teammate going to be? Obviously, no, he will do it this season. He has moved up to F3, despite him shamelessly calling himself an F4 pace driver. But I mean, O'Steven's got a lot of choice for teammates in this division. I'd like to see him and Humanoid go together. I think that would be good. 2 clean, consistent drivers. Maybe Humanoid a little bit less consistent, but it'd be nice to see both them team up together. But that's just me, because I like Humanoid. But Brookie and JB, will Brookie stay in F4? Who knows? If he stays F4, he could dominate. But watching Brookie now, we'll actually go on board as he hits that apex very nicely, and we'll see his Sector 2 split come out shortly. He'll get the France track map up as he does 51.2. Not too bad, as he will be at the moment right now. Let's just get the map up properly. God, the names, I mean, on Google, I cannot see any of the names. Where else? Apologies. Hopefully that's a bit better quality. That's a bit better. Galaban, okay. Brookie sets a pace with a 32.9. He was also in a practice session yesterday, so I know he's also quite quick in one-shot quali. As was this man, Rackler. He does a 1 minute for the middle sector, so that means he is absolutely stinking in terms of his pace. But he's going to give a bit of a slipstream, hardly a slipstream really, to his teammate Michael van Dongen. Rackler crosses the line, second obviously right now. Oh, and Michael van Dongen's slow as well. The Alpine looks so nice, especially around France with the pink and blue. I think it's a really nice combination. I think it's one of the prettiest liveries. I know a lot of people will be choosing it for the team selections. I could well be. It's a very good looking car. But the two Ferraris go second and third in tandem, quite nicely in formation. So at the moment, Ferrari, one car is on the second row and a third. Oh no, as O. Stevens on the third row of the grid. A Sepswell spins. That was right across the screen as the cameraman picks him up and he pits. JB just pitting now. I think he invalidated. Umnoid's invalidated. Mike van Dongen is 8 seconds up for Rackler. Rackler's 9 seconds up, and Mike van Dongen, we didn't see that. Sorry, Mark van Dongen, but the Alpines look to be on a charge here. At the moment, only 5 drivers setting times. Umnoid's obviously invalidated, so 9.8 seconds he was up. So Michael van Dongen, at the moment he's going around O'Steven area, but the two Alpines could be knocking on the door of a 1-2 here in quali. But Brookie's time was pretty rapid. But Rackler, he's going to be coming through the penultimate corner and then into turn 15. Rackler's going to put down the power quite nicely, try and keep it straight so you don't spin. Easily done, but damages off so you can afford to spin. And he goes second, and Michael van Dongen then goes second. So all the teams in quite nice alignment. Umnoid does need to get his act together though. If he wants to keep it that way, he needs to go second. But all the drivers who have set time, they are all together. And O'Stevens on a very good lap. Oh, O'Stevens on pole. O'Stevens does a 32.9 and beats Brookie by like 26 thousandths. Very quick. And your idea, hardly a slipstream. He goes for the slipstream. O'Steven maybe could have been a bit kinder there, but you're right. Oh no, you're right. Massively cuts the corner. But Umanoid, he is a driver who's on a clean lap. So is Lewis KYFC actually. 51.2 actually. That is going to be putting him around first or second. So it's quite a close grid for now. For pre-season standards, this is a little bit exciting. I was not expecting it to be this close. F3, let's see what their times are at the moment. Oh, 31s. What sweats. But Lewis KRFC at the moment in 10th. Quite a good position to be in 10th. But the problem is we got 10 drivers, so he's in the worst possible position. But Lewis KRFC, 27 seconds, 28, 29. It's looking quite good. He wants the time to slow down before he hits the line, and it does very nicely. Lewis KRFC almost puts 5 tenths between him and O'Steven as he goes massively wide to let through Highlander, who's also starting a lap. Umnoid, I think, is going to be finishing his soon. He's 8 tenths, so this is going to put him around your idea. But it's a good qualifying session so far. Brookie was the first one to settle out with a 32.9. O'Steven beat that with a slightly faster 32.9, and then Lewis KFC goes a whole 5 tenths almost faster than O'Steven and does a 32.4. Umnoid way over the curves exit of last corner, but he's 8 tenths off your idea, but just those last 2 corners didn't look very tidy from Umnoid, so probably could definitely gain a couple tenths there at least. But who else is on lap? Highlander is on lap, and he's not enabling his DRS, and that's probably because he's not pushing. Lewis KFC, he's not pushing either. Umnoid I don't know if he's pushing. He's low on ERS, but he's not low on fuel, so he's probably going again, Umnoid. He might want to pit, maybe. With the low ERS, he's now got no ERS. They're going down the straight, but he's going to come through the chicane of 8 and 9 coming through Montreal corner turn 9 here. Very nice corner. You got to just glide the car over the curbs, and it's quite. Oh no, he's not improving. That's maybe definitely time for Umnoy to pit in a Haas car. His teammate up there in P3, Umnoy slacking in P7. But I think Sepp Spelt is now pushing. He's a driver who won the first ever FRL F4 race. Technically, it was pre-season, but Sepp Spelt he's still living off his rent with that win, with all the fame of it. But Sepp Spelt, I think he won in a Ferrari, but this time he's in the Red Bull. Brookie, I think, has stopped in the first sector, so he's not on a lap. So it's JB as well, 51.2 for JB. So we'll quickly just see Sepp's second sector split, and then we'll go on board with JB as he's coming round turn 12 here. And it's also quite good from Sepp's belt. But JB coming into Lack turn 14, is he going to be able to throw the car and make up even more time and possibly challenge Lewis KRC? JB around the last corner, little bit bumpy, but he's going to get on the power. And what can JB do? Up to the line. Is he going to be possibly on the front row of the grid from the Mercedes? And it is! And it's a very good lap time. He's only 3/10 off pole. Wasn't expecting that from JB, but a very good lap from him. And given he's got one more run remaining, and that was his first lap time, could we see possibly JB go on to pole? I don't think he's a pace or a quali merchant really, but he knows he looks pretty fast in quali. Brookie obviously invalidated, and Sepp Spelt, he's coming around the last corner now, but I think he made a mistake because he's already on a 1 minute 44 seconds lap time. But just that lap time is enough to put in P9. But a fairly competitive session so far. Quite a close grid. Rackler and Mike Van Dongen once again a lot. I don't know. They are faster in the race, those two, than in quali. Ooh, Sepp Spelt spins. He's just pushing too hard, I think, the Red Bull man. I think he's gonna have to pit as he switches from his Ghost, but the two Alpines are now pushing, and Mike Van Dongen 3/10 up. As for Rack, leading at 9.6, that's just from his last lap time. He's also almost 3/10 up. So this is exciting. Mike Van Dongen looking a little bit quicker than Rackler. Maybe because he is an F3 champion, if you didn't know. Very early on in F3's history, though. So I'm not sure how competitive the grid was back then. Mike Van Dongen, little bit sloppy maybe through the second sector. No, but he still maintains that 3/10 advantage over his past lap time. Rackler trying to get a bit of a slipstream. What's going to be this time? Oh my goodness! Wow, that is fast. Rackler up by a second. If he can keep this up, this is flying into F3 pace. But maybe Mike Van Dongen made the mistake on his in the last sector, and if he did, he's also going to be gaining a lot of time. But we will see. Mike Van Dongen is going to be the first one to cross the line out of the two. Getting a little bit out of shape into Pon, turn 15. But after 15 corners, where's Michael Van Dongen going to go? I think it might be pole, and it is pole! 32.2! But Rackler, you can see him in the distance. He's now coming up to the line, and then can he dethrone his teammate? But Rackler up to the line, is it going to be pole? Yes, it is! 31.6! The Alpines storming away with this F4 pre-season race. Very nice lap times, as I think the next one to cross the line are the two Ferraris now. So seeing if the Ferraris can respond. O'Steven's up by 2/10, and your idea once again is invalid. So he's got to make sure he doesn't do any more of that in the real season. Your idea, otherwise he will be truly down the field. But O'Steven, if he can make up enough lap time, possibly he can maybe go above Lewis KRC, but he's got a lot of ground to make up if he wants to get anywhere near Polo Steven. But to be fair, he goes third. Massive improvement in the last sector. And I think O'Steven will be pretty happy with that, because O'Steven, in his own words, will probably be saying Rackler and Michael Van Dongen are F3 pace, which they might be. But if we look at Rackler's time in terms of F3, that would have put him... Oh. Okay, well it would have put him third. So Rackler, yeah, he's probably F3 pace. Not sure about Michael van Dongen. Yeah, he's probably also F3 pace, to be honest. But then again, some people have good tracks, some people have bad tracks, so you never quite know. But your idea, he has pitted. Humanoid, he's up by 8/10. Once again, a bit bumpy. You don't really want to ride that inside curb, but around the outside, you can use that curb if you keep it straight enough. But Humanoid up to the line. Decent improvement. He goes ahead of your idea, and that's your idea's fault probably for just keeping on and validating. If your idea can get in a lap time, I think you can easily, by the track ramping up and him obviously finding pace lap on lap, could probably go maybe 5/10 quicker. But just because he keeps invalidating, he's now P8. 5 places behind his teammate. It may only be pre-season, but it's not really a confidence boost. And he's going to be questioning his life choices probably. But Humanoid, is he pushing again? He is, but it's not very fast. But a lot of drivers at the moment in the pit, so it's that kind of silence before the storm. Rackler and Michael van Dongen have the advantage over the rest of the cars. See what the comments are saying. I didn't make my predictions before the qualifying, that's a bit stupid. Mertena saying, are you missing me, Bunty? I don't think I've commentated on Mertena loads, but it would have been nice to have Mertena in the F4 lobby here tonight. Mark van Dongen coming out for an outlap now. As I think little Brookie just seen, he's on lap, he's up by 1.6 tenths. So this is going to be putting little Brookie around JB area. But little Brookie looking very... Oh, I was going to say looking very nice and smooth there, but just try to cheat. To put it in simple words. Try to get over the... Get a little shortcut in the track. But either way, he is now invalidated and he's going to have to wait another 30 seconds before he starts his next lap. But Lewis KOFC's got company behind him of JB, but he is not improving. He's down by 1.6 tenths. And after having, I think it was Brookie on pole, then O'Steven, then Lewis KOFC. Sorry, little Brookie, then Lewis, then O'Steven, then Michael van Dongen, and then Rackler on pole. You never know. We could get another crazy story where maybe Sepp gets on pole, or maybe Lewis, if he can find a lot of time here, which he sadly can't, but he's pulling back the time, but just not enough of it. Then who knows, we could get another person who hasn't been on pole. Maybe get them on pole. But Lewis KFC's sending it through this long, very kind of annoying right-hander where you have to slowly just wait eventually for the car to hit the apex. But coming through now, turn 14 off Lack, before he comes into turn 15 of Pont for the right-hander. Lewis is going to be trying to make up every single hundredth he can find to try and get at least ahead of O'Steven. If he's had a really good last sector here, he could be maybe ahead of Michael van Dongen, but Lewis KRC up to the line. Oh, and it's an improvement. It's a good improvement. And he's actually now dethroned Michael van Dongen off second. So now it's not an Alpine 1-2. Anyone else on a lap? Who's the next one to cross line? JB, I think he's starting his lap. I think Highlander's starting his lap. Sepp Spelt, I think he's the next one. But once again, it's a poor lap time. He must have made a mistake. So the next one on a flying lap is Brookie. But Brookie's invalidated. Is he going to make it to the line in time? I think he is. So Highlander is not the next one. It is... No, it's not O'Steven. No, it's not your idea. It is Michael van Dongen. Michael van Dongen's the next one to set lap time. Finally got there in the end. And he's up by 2 tenths. So this could be, maybe possibly, going to be putting Rackler's pole at risk. Rackler, probably these two are in a party. So Michael van Dongen might be telling him he's up by 2 tenths. But Rackler knows he's going to have to make up lap time. Because nothing's a given in F1. Or FRL for sure. So you never know when someone can take pole away from you. But flag's gone out. 3 drivers cannot set a lap time. Sorry, Stephen, the fastest of the 3. He's not going to be able to improve on his lap time. But Michael van Dongen, at least, is he going to make it an Alpine 1-2 once again? Is he going to get a pole? Possibly. It looks good. Ah, it's not good enough. Once again, another driver comes close. Your ideas just finished his qualifying, but now JB, he's up by a 10th. Is he going to be able to maybe get anywhere near Rose Steven? It looks a decent lap. Where's it going to be? And it doesn't improve. And then Lewis KRC, he's nowhere near improving. And, oh. Oh no. That's not good.